thing. So I guess also from last week, Gulen was one of the biggest standout performers, I think, in any of the games. Him and Coolio GG, if in my personal opinion.
Yep.
But he played the Zoe and what was he? Zoe and Malzahar? I want to say the Malzahar. But
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it was the Zoe and the Malzahar, and he looked dominant. He looked so good.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see like if this is going to be another case where Gulen is just really putting the team on his back and just like saying, "Let's go, guys," because has I think almost 40% of like his team's damage from last week.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of on the flip side of that is Danny Taco, who was playing more vision, a little more passive, had only 6% of the team's damage. So like, where the team's damage is coming from,
it's got to go somewhere. So
it's coming from someone, which is good. Yeah. Like that's where you want it to be. Yeah. It's just how you allocate that, and it just seems like they're really putting a lot of the eggs in the hyper carry Gulen basket.
Yep. Yeah, and yeah. So with that, I think we're gonna be getting into the game pretty soon.
All right.
Yeah, gonna be getting into Champ Select, and as is the case with any game with Tom Noms in it, the first question on everybody's mind: will there be a Garen ban?
Will there be a Garen ban?
Will there be a Garen ban?
I hope not. Yeah. The people have their fingers crossed. The people are holding their breath.
Yeah, the people have been waiting multiple seasons for this.
They have.
The people just want to see it, you know. And to be honest, can you really blame the people?
No, the people know what the people want. Yeah. People know best.
Oh yeah, and we got a Talon ban against Bill here. Yeah, looking at his match history, yeah, he plays a lot of Talon.
The Garen is not free.
My heart.
Garen's under house arrest. He's shackled up.
Yeah.
He's not getting out anytime soon, it seems. So Tom's gonna have to figure out something else.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But yes. So one thing I wanted to mention is that Team Infernal seems, at least at first glance, they seem like a team that has a lot of easy targets. The Talon, like Bill plays a lot of Talon, and Sable plays a lot of Kayn. And it looks like they're a little bit of respect for the Graves too.
Yeah, Graves right now is just like such an oppressive jungler, and it's really hard to deal with. We saw in the Infernal game when Sable did play Graves, he didn't really go for the hyper-aggressive playstyle that kind of you would expect from a Graves, but still like power farmed, got through the laning phase, and then when it came to the mid-late game team fights, was just like dumping out damage.
Yep, and there's the Kayn ban as well against Sable.
Yep, respecting that. No Kayn to lean on now.
Yep.
The man's unstable.
Yep, he's fallen over.
He's fallen over now. He's got 2 bans thrown at him. And this last ban. I would expect this probably to be the Zoe.
Yep, there's the
going
Zoe.
Towards Gulen. His Zoe was looking really good.
Yep.
Was making a lot of really big catches in the game last week, so not a really big surprise.
And it looks like they're going for the Lucian.
Telling Coolio GG, you can't have this.
You can't have that. This one's mine.
This one's on me.
Yep.
So yeah, Coolio GG
dominant on the Lucian last week.
Really dominant.
Absolutely dominant. Yeah.
So good to see them addressing that issue because you only have 3 bans, but if you take away the Lucian, there's a 4th ban. So Icicly is going to be on that, or maybe the Gulen will be.
Yeah. And this might be
or
an
Tom
Olaf.
Noms. Who knows? This could be the legendary Tom Noms Lucian.
Yeah. It looks like we might have an Olaf. Yep, we got an Olaf for probably for Sable. I know that you have a lot of strong feelings about Olaf.
So yeah, I think that Olaf he's a really good champion. Don't get me wrong, but he's just like incredibly frustrating to play against. The amount of counterplay you have against him is very little, and his early clear and early dueling potential is just almost unmatched. I think I would almost say unmatched.
Almost.
And it just kind of lets him run the map in the early game, but then also still be relevant in the late game.
Yeah.
But also to point out the Thresh. So Timberland, Timberland. Okay, so Timberland was on the Thresh, and he makes plays like a man. Yeah. He's flashing forward no matter what. Like he waits for his flash to come up, and he's just flashing. He's flashing. It's great.
Yeah. It's got to cool down for a reason. You know, you just use it when it comes up.
Yeah, so like I think he gets flash on F, so I think that's probably why he's a real man. He's pressing flash. He's going for it.
I'm a flash on D-man myself, but yeah, that's all right. It looks like we got Gulen's Anivia here, terror of season 1 of the Rec League.
Yep. Could he be a terror in season 3?
That's a good question. Yeah,
the people want to know.
that is a very difficult champion to deal with.
It is.
And interestingly, Anivia Wall, it's one of the few CCs that actually works on Olaf.
I was about to say, yeah, that's like one of the really good ways to deter an Olaf is if you can slow him down and put something in his way.
Yep.
Then great.
Yeah.
So really good pickup by Gulen and Team Airdrie to kind of counter the Olaf, but also just put Gulen on something that's really comfort.
Yep. Yeah, and we got the Renekton ban against Toxic Vezin. It definitely feels like that's his most comfortable top laner. We actually played against it in our scrims, and yeah, it seemed very solid. So not surprised to see a ban there.
Yep. So we're seeing a Gragas ban from Infernal, which is, I guess, a little confusing to me. I don't know if I've seen Danny Taco play any of the Gragas. Maybe they expect that there could be some kind of Gragas top, Gragas support action going on.
Yep.
Or they just didn't do their research and it's something they just don't want to play against. But we'll see.
It seems like the kind of thing that Shoemaker would play, but there's a lot of weird stuff he'd play, and look, yeah, looks like he's got the Braum anyway. So
yeah,
we got Zaya for Coolio GG. I like that.
Yep, that's going to allow him a lot of safety, but that's going to be a pretty oppressive lane. The Lucian Braum it's so hard to deal with. You have so much lane pressure, and we're going to see the Amumu come out from Danny Taco. I saw this. Yeah, so this is one of the picks that he really likes. It's kind of just like allows him to play the playstyle he wants, and his impact in a team fight is pretty clear. There's not a whole lot of like, I don't know. You get into the fight and you do your thing, and you're going to be impactful no matter what.
Yep.
But the thing is, the Olaf's going to have a ton of pressure on him.
Yeah. I was about to ask, like Amumu seems, because I know that you said that watching Sable play, he definitely he plays a lot of these early game heavy junglers, and then like picking Amumu into that is it's asking for trouble, but it's got a lot of payoff if it works out.
Right. If you can survive the early levels and you can have the Olaf not counter jungle you and not be all up in your grill, then great. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that Danny Taco is going to have a hard time, and that he's going to need to do some really good pathing and warding in order to kind of get around this Olaf. But also, before we go back to, I guess we're choosing loadout, but we have another 3 minutes. Volibear for Tom Noms.
Yep. Yeah. So I remember that when the Rec League first started, Tom Noms. He played a lot of Garen, but he also played a lot of Volibear, and this is like well before Volibear was really like particularly good in the top lane. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see him back on it because it seems like a great pick for him.
Right, I know. When this is gonna be a really like a big beefy top lane battle. We got rocks, we got bears,
we got it all.
Two men just going at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hashtag bear win, hashtag rocks win. Yeah, so right now
this is gonna be a great top lane matchup. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm just happy to have Tom back. Tom is one of the people's champs.
Yeah.
He's beloved. Hopefully we'll get to see his Garen one of these games, maybe next game. If he's performing super well on that bear, then you never know. Stay tuned and let's find out. So looking at the engage for Airdrie, last week, in my opinion, they struggled pretty hard with having a way to get in. Danny Taco's first game was on the Rammus, and his second game was on the Nunu. And while the Rammus was solid in terms of just like farming and keeping up, when they had the advantage, Danny Taco and I guess the team's call was just kind of like, I think there was just a miscommunication in how to engage the fights and how hard they wanted to go in. And I think that the Amumu is a really good pick because you have one direction. You can't really flip-flop. If you hit that bandage, you're going in. Yep. And I think that that's honestly like the best solution to that kind of like flip-flopping problem. As you get rid of it, you only go one direction.
Yep. you go in or you don't use your Q at all, you know.
Right. And you flash forward. So like
Yep.
I want to see him flashing forward just as much as Timberland. Um,
That might be a tall order, but
yeah, that'll be a tall order. Like if Amumu starts flashing to camps just to like get there faster, then great. Like that's a step in the right direction.
mm,
Um, so but yeah, so that's the engage on Air Drake, and then if we look at the engage on Infernal, it's pretty clear we have a rock that's going to run at you. Olaf, you have the pick potential with Timberland flashing at your face, but they don't have a whole ton of peel if they do get engaged upon. They have the Xayah ult and like Flay,
mhm.
but they don't have a whole lot of disengage.
Yeah. Malphite in particular is great when you're trying to be the team picking the fights, but when you get a fight picked on you, like it becomes a lot harder to get those ults that are really impactful.
Right.
So yeah, it definitely feels like yeah, if the Amumu can go for some engages and the rest of Air can follow up, it's definitely going to be tough for Infernal to keep them off of it.
Yeah, and you have Braum and Anivia. They're just two really good champions for disengage. The Braum ult and like the Anivia ult and wall are just really good for, I guess, resetting fights or just kind of controlling the flow of fight after it's started.
Yep.
So we'll just have to see how it plays out. Brand against Anivia, so like hopefully they're hoping for like that like type advantage, fire melting some ice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and perhaps the air blowing out the fire.
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
That fire was looking pretty strong last week, so
Yeah.
we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But let's find out.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. We want to find out how it's going to happen.
Yeah, you can find out with us.
Yeah.
So one other thing I want to bring up, Team Air has a pretty classic bot lane. You got the Lucian Braum. Lucian is particularly good at proccing Braum's passive, which works where when he throws his Q on somebody, each auto attack that hits that is gonna it basically stacks up the passive more towards a stun, and Lucian's able to stack that up really well with his passive that lets him do a lot of double shots.
Right. So yeah, they can stack that up really quickly. If they ever feel like they have the jump, so like if they want to make a play before Xayah hits, the Xayah doesn't have ult, if the Xayah doesn't have flash, the Braum can just flash onto the Xayah, auto attack, then Q, and then if the Lucian follows up with an ability or a double tap, that's a stun right off the bat, and that's really hard to deal with. And I fully expect that to be the case.
Yeah, and with that, it looks like we are getting into the game.
Let's go Infernal versus Air Drake.
Season 3.
We're going
Week 2. Game 1. Let's get to it.
Yes.
Yeah, and it looks like we got Air Drake. They got 5 members. Just kind of meandering around. That word definitely spotted out a lot of them.
Yep, Danny Taco gonna eat a little bit of poke there. Nothing he can't handle. Nothing he can't shake off. Malphite's kind of just getting some vision down, holding off that jungle entrance, trying to make sure no funny business is happening.
Yep.
But yeah, it looks like we're gonna see a pretty standard start come out.
Yep. I love Tom's choice of Volibear skin. You got the police Volibear. He's on the hunt.
He's on the hunt.
Yep.
He's
gonna make some arrests. So.
Yeah. He's clocking in. He's on the job.
that rock is going well too fast. He's gotta give him a ticket.
He's gotta slow it down. And we have Tom leaving the game.
Yep.
And Tom's back in the game.
All right.
So we're gonna have a brief pause while we let Officer Volibear go for his quick coffee break.
Yep.
He forgot to stock up on donuts and coffee for his detail.
Yep. For
his stint here in the top lane. So giving him a few minutes to kind of figure that out, and we'll be back into it.
Yep. And it looks like in the mid lane, Gulen is about to get hit by a pillar of flame. Might be able to dodge out of that one.
I am watching.
I'm not sure how far into the animation that is, but yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that bird's tail looks like it's probably as good as singed. On my screen, I am currently watching Braum hit Brambleback with a chair.
Ooh.
Unfortunate, but it happens to the best of Bramblebacks.
Yep. Yeah.
So let's take this as a quick opportunity to just look at some of the keystones that we have. Nothing really crazy out of the ordinary. Toxic Vezin went for Comet on Malphite to kind of get some more lane aggression.
Yep.
As opposed to like team fighting Aftershock or Grass for the Undying. All right, and we're back in the game.
All right. And it looks like the Brambleback is going to go down, but don't worry, he'll be back.
He'll be back.
He'll be back
at 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, he'll be back 8 o'clock tonight, playing against
Be
Deep
there.
Romp.
Yep.
Don't forget to tune in.
Brambles in the back.
Party in the front, Brambles in the back.
Yeah. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of a trade going on in the bot lane.
Yep. Yes. So this is kind of the dominance that you're going to see come out for that Braum Lucian lane. They really do need to press this advantage early. Lucian being one of those champions that if you aren't, I guess, snowballing early, it's going to be a lot harder to have that impact.
Yep.
Especially when you're dealing with something like a Malphite.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing Sable making moves. Sable is pinging to the bot lane. He's going to give them a little bit of a reach around. See if we can smell it out. Tim Berlin already flashing.
Yep. And it looks like they're going to get out of that one. Yeah, they had actually... So Sable was taking the Scuttle Crab on a ward that expired like right as he was taking it. So they knew that he had path to there during his jungles, so they were probably a little ready for that.
All right, Shoemaker's going in. Shoemaker is saying he has nothing to fear, but I think he has a little bit of something to fear. So no flashes here on supports.
Yeah, little bit of a tier remote there. Just letting the cast know how he felt about that one.
Right. So my big thing here is Olaf making that play is super risky, and since he didn't actually make anything happen aside from here we go, Danny Taco
coming in with the bandage toss, and Bill might be able to get out of this one, but the tears are ticking on him. He's trying to get to the blast plant, maybe. Nope, no blast plant yet. And Gulen is also having similar troubles.
Air Drake, basically summoning the Air Drake, auto attacking the Air Drake, and aggroing it. This is a little bit of a fiesta.
Little bit of foreshadowing there, perhaps.
Maybe.
But
don't anger the Air Drake.
Yep.
Or else it's going to auto you and force you to back.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's really a metaphor for the game in general, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got the teleport coming into top lane.
So as I was saying before, with Sable making that kind of greedy play earlier, trying to give him the reach around bot, this move of basically going to rotate is going to put him super far behind Coolio GG, which is not where you want to be in that Lucian lane. You want to be on the front foot, like you want to be asserting your dominance, having your way with them.
Yeah. Oh, and that's a good route from Coolio GG getting two of them, but yeah, like I said, the Braum shield's able to stop a lot of the damage.
Yep. Not much of a trade at all, it seems.
Yeah. Yeah, more of a handshake than anything.
Right.
Yeah, looks
like. Yeah, for right now, this Amumu is doing the right thing. He's farming smart, farming safe. He's staying away from Sable, but Sable has just gone back and gotten his Predator boots, so now he is activated, if you will. Predator just is such a good rune on Olaf and allows him to have much more impact early game in terms of ganks.
Yep.
So he isn't forced to kind of do this like power farming style. He can gank the lanes.
Yep.
So,
yeah, he definitely doesn't bring any like hard CC or anything to the to ganks, but he brings a lot of damage and brings a lot of slows if you can keep him up. So if you can hit him with the first axe,
if you can get it, the goal is to get in there.
Yep. And once you're in there, it's pretty easy to hit that first axe. So.
Yep, and we see a flash burned.
Yeah, looks like Shoemaker's going to take a tower shot there. Timberland gets stunned, and Danny Taco with the bandage toss takes him down. Kill going to Icically though.
Hell yeah!
Little
So
bit
we
of
see,
a skirmish in the top lane, but yeah, and yeah, that's gonna be first blood for Air Drake. So
yeah,
it's a good
first
start.
blood for Air Drake, and right now Sable's standing on a ward, and backing on it.
Yep.
So right now playing pretty patient. This bear is, and now he's going in. He's going in on this rock.
This bear,
he wants.
He's got his thunder claws. He's going.
Yeah, he's not messing around.
Here we go. Fight of the century.
He's going for it.
Toxic Frenzy goes down.
No. His glorious return to the Rekt League comes up big. The Thunder Claws slapping that rock down, chipping away at it until there's absolutely nothing left.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna have to take that Malphite down to the station.
Yeah. He's under arrest. Got some
Yeah.
questioning.
And Olaf takes the lantern to get in. Misses the axe. Couple dodges come out, and little bit of an emote there.
Yep. Icically giving a little bit of slap and tickle on the way out. Just saying thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
And some action here in the mid lane. Anivia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Looks like the egg had already been popped earlier. Yeah.
We missed
Anivia's gonna
that.
go down.
But we didn't miss Gulen falling to Bill Kitches. The fire melting that ice.
Yeah. As was predicted by your very own Enraged Ovary.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I played a lot of Pokemon in my day. I know how it goes down. The matchup is pretty obvious. There's not much that the ace can do.
Not much
fire.
counterplay.
Not much counterplay. A good old fire blast. It's game over from there.
Yeah.
But so not something you see every day is Gulen falling down in farm, especially this early.
Yeah.
To a brand, I don't know exactly how one-sided the matchup is. I know that Anivia will struggle earlier against a lot of lanes.
Yeah,
but
mean, one thing that I will say about Anivia is it's actually surprisingly difficult farming on her before level 6, just because her auto attack is so slow, and like it just makes it tough pre-6, and a lot of times you will fall behind on farm like that. But like once you hit 6 and you're able to start using your ult to clear out waves, it turns around pretty quick. So. This is what tends to happen when I play Anivia. So not a lot of surprise from me.
Okay.
Yeah, like
okay.
Like if you see he dropped his ult there, took pretty much all the farm. Missed the cannon though, but.
And I have to absolutely give Danny Taco props here. They're doing a really good job of tracking Sable and giving him not a whole lot to do in this early game. Junglers are both level 6. There's a fight down here in bot lane. Ooh. Brahms coming in. Looks like Shoemaker's going to go down, but Danny Taco is going to have to just walk out of this one. If he can.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be able to
keep
make
coming in.
Yep.
Looks like he's going to be able to flash out of that one, though.
Yeah, so kind of that's where we saw a little bit of what makes this whole Olaf Amumu matchup so oppressive.
Yeah.
Danny Taco blew the ult right away, and just Sable in response just was able to pop his ult and just keep on smacking away at that Amumu's friends. So
yeah.
Sad day for Amumu and Amumu's friends, but now Air Drake, the next objective.
Yep. Yeah, looks like they're definitely looking to take this down, but they were kind of slow starting this, so Air Drake's actually had some time to get here. There might be a little bit of a fight. Danny Taco, bandage toss going in on Sable. Sable's going to get taken down. It looks like they're following up on Coolio GG. They kind of had a little bit of a split there where they had to decide which one to go for. They decided to take down Coolio GG rather than going after Timberland. And yeah, that's a quick 2-for-1. The dragon does go over to Infernal Drake though.
They already are the Air Drake. They don't need to be more Air Drake. Can an Air Drake be more Air Drake?
Yeah, they already go fast. What else do they need?
I don't know. They have, but yeah, so 2 of those kills going on to the Lucian, kind of making up for the CS deficit that he's facing. Really good, kind of getting him snowballing. This is what Air Drake wants. They want to be able to play this early game well, kind of keep even so that they can really do the work in the mid-late game.
Yeah, and they're actually able to convert that fight into first turret as well, which is going to be really useful.
First brick.
Yep, first brick.
First brick, real slick. As they say.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to give this blue buff over to Gulen, but he does not have the mana to help with it. And so
No.
Infernal Drake's able to respond, and it looks like they're just going to take it. Yep. Just pushing him right out of there.
That's big bullies saying, hey, no, that's mine. Little guy's not going to be able to do much about it.
Nope.
He's going to get his lunch money stolen.
Yep.
So
just getting pushed
Olaf's going to
around.
be throwing more active, and Nivea's going to go back to Fountain.
But yeah, it looks like Olaf is coming down to bot lane. There are some pings coming out from Air Drake, so they do know about him.
Yep.
But he's running fast.
Predator.
Oh, he's gonna pick up the axe, turn around. Yeah, that was a good proactive Braum ult to just kind of prevent Coolio, GG, and Timberland from like helping with that much because they just got slowed too much.
Yeah, and they're able to just kind of walk. Yeah, able to just really walk away and I don't know, slow down that Olaf's need for speed.
Yep, just trying to
and
get him to waste his time.
Yep, Shoemaker's getting some ward clearing done, getting some vision. And right now, Pink's coming out for Shelly. The good old Rift Herald, they really want to press this tower advantage that they have. And Tom Nom Nom's coming down. I don't think that this is going to be contested. Olaf's on the bottom side of the map.
Yep.
This will really allow them to kind of help snowball this lead that they got, getting that mid lane turret down.
Yep. Yeah, if they take down one of the other outer turrets, then they're really going to be able to open up whatever jungle that's on.
Yep. And yes, to note, Timberland's flash is going to be coming back up soon.
Oh. So
we'll have to
expect plays in about 30 seconds.
Expect a flash in about a minute, 30 seconds.
I'm actually going to start a timer for that one.
Yeah, we need a good Rekt stat on amount of time it's on, not on cooldown.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of a sneaky play here. Sable snuck into this bottom brush, but Icicly and Shoemaker are kind of walking away. Ooh.
Oh.
Icicly's back.
It looked like they had sniffed that one out, but no, yeah, he's running back in. Looks like he's going to get slowed. He gets hit by an axe, hit by a hook, and hit by some feathers, which are going to take the kill. So,
man's dead.
The man's dead, as they say. It
looked like that they had sniffed it out, but yeah, he just came walking on back, and that was a really good play by Sable. Really good engage by Timberland, getting the flay, then proceeding to get the hook.
Yep.
Clean.
Yeah,
clean.
I had assumed by the way that they had backed off like prior to that they maybe knew he was in the bush or knew something was up, but yeah, clearly not because he just got taken down. Nice trade coming out from Tom Nom Noms. Getting a little bite, taking a big bite of rock.
Yep.
Big mouthful of rock. Dainty Tacos. Bandage toss lands on Timberland. Ult comes down. Looks like they're trying to focus Coolio GG, but the ult is going to be able to snare a couple members of Team Air. But yeah, they're going to be able to take down Timberland though.
Yep, Timberland, and also burn that Coolio's flash. He holds on to his heal, but that's going to be big in the next fight. He's not going to be able to get out of that so easily. But really good job layering the CC of the Braum ult and the Amumu ult.
Yep.
Just makes for a really strong gauge.
Yeah, and especially like engaging when it was just Danny Taco and Shoemaker, and being like, hey, we don't really have the damage to win this fight yet, but we know that Icicly's like almost there, and he's going to be able to follow up on this.
Mm-hmm. Brandel burned by Bill Kitches, trying to take down Gulen, but wasn't able to get a whole lot for it. So that's going to be on cooldown. Gulen surviving another day, scaling up.
Yep, and it looks like his egg is up, so that's going to make it a little tougher for him to get taken down like that.
Yeah, and just props to Danny Taco. Last week to this week, I think Amumu is definitely clearly a pick that he's more comfortable on, a champion that I think does more of what he wants it to do.
Yep.
He's performing really well on it. And the Olaf also not taking advantage so much of this Amumu.
Yeah, and it looks like they're kind of dancing around a turret dive here, but yeah, the undertow taking down Braum there.
Yeah, and they're not going to get much for this. They're going to be able to take the tower, or they don't even take the tower, but they'll take the Braum, but hold the tower.
Yeah,
but we see Anivia heading back to mid lane.
Gulen was a little too late there to help with the fight, but he was definitely on time to stop them from taking the tower.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like
but if they don't do anything soon,
is
this might go down.
taking down Gulen here. Yep, just going to pop the egg. Throwing a little bit of extra damage on the egg. Make sure he's low when he gets out of it. Ult comes out. Yeah, and there goes Gulen.
There he goes. Man's melting.
Yeah.
Melting under the pressure that Infernal's putting out.
Yeah.
In the top lane, we're going to see some more Baron Rock
Thunderclaws are active.
Yep, Thunderclaws engage.
This bear's not messing around. Oh,
Where
yeah,
these
and
bears
it looks like...
claws.
Oh.
And Tom canceling the teleport.
Wow. Yeah, and that's going to prevent them from helping them with this dragon. Prevent Malphite from helping with the dragon here.
Oh, and the big play
turret
by
dive.
Tom flashing under the tower.
I missed that one.
Malphite's flash.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man. Tom, the people's champ is here. He took a break, and he's here to play. He's well rested.
He's back and he's hungry.
He's very hungry. But yeah, meanwhile, while that was happening, they sent Shelly bottom, able to take that tower, use that to their advantage. Yeah, looking good for Air Drake. Pulling away with about a 1k gold lead. But both Drakes going over to Infernal. So, about a pretty even game.
Mm-hmm.
And we are getting into what some may call the mid game.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, the mid.
It looks like Tom is going to take the top tower, and Coolio GG and Timberland are going to take the bot tower. So a little bit of a tower trade there.
Yep. Both towers low, ready to go down. It was their time. No need to feel bad for them.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a goon squad here from Air Drake walking over the ward, but they might be able to catch out Sable. Ult comes down, but again, Ult does not stop the wall, but his flash does. And it looks like this goon squad is potentially getting gooned. Brandel comes down. That's going to do a lot of bounces, and yeah, they are surrounded.
Oh no, that is not where you want to fight. You don't want to fight in a corridor that small to really allow that Brandel to ping pong around and make the rounds.
Yeah, they thought they had a catch on the Olaf, but then all the rest of the members of Team Infernal showed up, just completely surrounded them. And,
one might say it was a trap.
Yep.
Really only burning Sable's flash to get that.
Yeah, to get a big a lot of kills, and they're going to be able to convert this into a tower as well. Yeah, and this is what I always like to see from teams is you get some kills and you just immediately say, okay, what is an objective that we can turn this into? Because making a play like that and not getting a tower out of it, it's an okay play. You'll get some gold out of it, but when you really convert that into stuff, that's when you really build your advantages.
Mm-hmm. And kind of the story of this game seems to be this Brandon and Nivea. Nivea being like such a big pick for Gulen always. Pick he's always performed really well on. Not showing up today. And Bill Kitchens, we don't know a whole lot about, but taking it to Gulen, who was kind of the star of last week's Air Drake games.
Yeah. Yeah, and they basically said, like, hey, don't play the stuff you played last week. Show us something different. And, yeah, it's been working out well for them.
It's working out well. Yeah. Baron's going to be spawning in about 20 seconds. Vision's going to be hotly contested. Tom Nom Nom's doing some dancing by the pit. Giving the people what they want.
Oh, and might be a little bit of catch onto Toxic Peasant here. Bandage Toss gets to him, but yeah, looks like they don't want to keep following that one up. Bill is well, he's pretty deep in there. It looks like the Malphite ult's going to come out. Two members of Air get knocked up. Danny Taco might go down here. Oh, okay.
Yeah. No damage.
Yeah, the hook comes out, and yeah, this is Thunderclaws going through.
Thunderclaws.
Tom Nom Noms. Can he do it?
He's hungry.
Yeah, he's hungry, but that is a little bit too big of a meal for him. He's already eaten today, so. Yeah,
he's full. Got to digest a little bit. But yeah, Gulen getting caught out there again, uncharacteristically, not looking as sharp today as the game. Bill Kitchens was able to really catch him out on his own, and then have the rest of his team collapse, able to get the jump on the Nivea. And then Lucian also got picked up on the back end, trying to finish off Brand. which left the team with no damage at the end of that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great fight
But we
for
have a big
Infernal.
bear. Right, really good fight for Infernal. This is going to give them a chance to kind of reset the vision around Baron and let them gain full control over that.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a lot harder for Air to kind of face check this and reclaim the vision.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to proactively get in there a little bit and clear out and like get at least a baseline before they get too pushed out.
Right. So this is what gets me. You make these big fights, and then you go and prioritize getting Baron vision, and then you just go freely give it up. Why? Why, my man? Like, I don't know. So now Airdrake has the superior vision around the Baron, puts them in a good position. Their lanes are now pushing.
Oh, and it looks like Timberland's going to get caught out by a fantastic Anivia wall. And yeah,
there we go.
That's why you pick
Anivia. The Ghoulin play, the heads-up Ghoulin play that we are used to seeing.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like they have knowledge that that Sable just went back there, so they might be able to maybe push this a little bit, get a little bit of damage on this tower.
Yep, and then probably fall back to try and get this dragon.
Oh, yep. We got a pause coming out. Some connection issues from
Tom's
Tom.
Yep, taking a quick break.
Yep.
Maybe
getting a glass of water to wash down all that rock.
Yeah. But yeah, so far, still a pretty even game. The gold swing has swung back into Infernal's favor. But as we get into like this mid-late game posturing around Baron, I think this Anivia should be, as long as the Anivia doesn't get caught out, the Anivia should be able to really succeed and thrive in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, like Air's team comp just scales very, very well. They should be able to just clear out waves a lot, which is gonna help them a lot in the late game. But yeah.
Yeah. I think your mic's having a little bit of difficulty cutting out on me a little bit. Couldn't quite pick up all of that, but I'm sure it was a great.
I'm sure it was very insightful.
I'm sure it was very insightful. Yeah. Whatever you were.
Not particularly, but it'll do.
That'll do. Yeah, I mean, can toggle and take a look at some of the gold advantages on some of these players. Tom Nom Noms, the big story on Airdrake, about more than 2k gold up on this Malphite, basically an item up on him. The Rock doesn't stand a chance against him and put in a side lane. Yeah. So as Air, do you throw the Volibear into the side lane?
Yeah, so this is kind of an issue that Airdrake might run into at some point, is that like Volibear scales off quite a bit, like or at least like in most situations. Like the Malphite's definitely gonna get to a point where Volibear is gonna have a really hard time killing him, and I mean like the Malphite's gonna have a hard time killing the Volibear. They're just gonna not do a whole lot to each other, but at least like in like team fight situations and stuff, the Malphite provides a lot more utility at least. Like the Volibear is gonna be a big hefty front line, but his damage can definitely be lacking, and actually he's surprised he doesn't get any like resistances from his kit. So like he even when he builds full tank, he does tend to get shredded a little bit by 80 carries later in the game. Whereas Malphite's always gonna have that unstoppable force.
Yeah, Coolio 50 CS up on Isocly right now. He's going to be starting to hit his 3-item 80 carry stride pretty soon, which is scary for Airdrake.
Yeah.
Especially being a crit marksman.
Yep.
Once he gets that IE completed, I'd imagine that's what he's going for. I'm not totally sure. Not an 80 carry main. But yeah, once he gets that IE completed, it's going to be a lot harder and to, I guess, deal with, and it'll be a lot stronger for their team fight. And it'll be really up to Braum to both, I don't know, absorb some of the damage from Brand. If he can eat the Brand ult and also some of the feathers from Coolio, then that Braum's doing a fantastic job. So tracking Braum in these fights and his positioning and all the things he's doing with his big chair, it's going to be important.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. Is kind of watching out like what the Braum shield's going to be able to stop. It looks like Tom Nom Noms has reconnected, so hopefully he'll be able to get back into it soon.
He says sorry. The man of the people says sorry. So
Yeah.
you heard it from him.
Yep. Yeah, he's
Looks like we'll be
he's
getting back
apologized
into
to all
this.
of you. So
Yeah.
and
Person.
we're getting back in it. Into one, and
All
here
right.
we go. All right.
Back
Yeah.
into action.
So
All right.
yeah, looks like they're trying to get a little bit of a siege onto the bot turret, but sieging's dangerous when there's a Malphite involved. That's for sure.
Yeah, it is. You don't want to put yourself in an awkward spot.
And Sable, he's running right after Icicle. They're gonna be able to take out the Braum. It looks like Bill's a little bit out of position, got flipped by Tom, eaten by Tom, and yeah, the Zaya's putting out some big damage though, and Icicle's gonna go down. Trying to get the root with the Zaya ult, but Gulen is probably gonna be able to get out of this one.
Tom was able to flip the brand in the middle of that fight, which Icicle was able to, I guess, finish him off, but that was really all the damage that Icicle was allowed to do. This is kind of where Lucian starts to fall behind. When you're really
and Gulen with a little bit of a lazy back, he might get taken down by the Zaya, but not quite. But yeah, looks like they're going to get another Air Drake, so maybe next time that happens, they'll be able to catch him.
This is going to be a fast rock. This rock is gaining speed.
Yeah, he's speeding up.
Yeah. This Volibear is going to have a hard time slowing him down when he's going this fast.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that fight was just kind of like what Olaf does, where it looks like he had gotten caught out, and he's like, all right, well, I guess I'm going in. You know, he pops his ult, ignores all the CC, just goes right after them, and just starts, laying damage down.
Right. So what does Air Drake have to do in order to get the successful team fight they want? Because right now they are falling behind. It's now a 5k gold lead for Infernal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely starting to look a little. I think it's going to come down to getting a catch, or maybe something like this, where Timberland is nowhere near here. Olaf's going to take down the Braum, but yeah, it definitely feels like it's going to come down to like picking fights. Maybe a Nivea getting a really good wall on somebody, but and the root onto Dainty Taco. Flashes to not die there.
Get out of there. Timberland has the flash. I expect him to flash forward for that.
Yeah.
But
maybe got gotten that one with a flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're just heading straight for Baron.
Icicle wasn't a part of that fight at all, and he's looking a little lost out there.
Yeah.
He's not really sure what to do. He doesn't have a full tank line yet. He's waiting on his boy Tom.
Yeah,
to kind of help get him into this fight, but they're going to be split up going into this.
Yep,
and they're just going to have to concede this objective.
Yeah, they pretty much take the Baron uncontested.
Okay. Yeah, Baron going over to Infernal. You're going to allow them to get the push.
Yep, this is really going to put a damper on Gulen just being able to clear out all the waves. He's no longer going to be able to do that.
Yeah. No, not at all. So,
because like normally when you're getting siege, you have a couple options available to you. You have like clear out the waves, go for an engage, or give up the tower. And the main thing that Baron brings is it pretty much just takes one of those out of the equation. Like clearing out the waves just becomes so much more difficult, while actually like not getting dove easily.
Right. So the interesting build path by Dainty Taco, going Abyssal Mask, I think he needs to get more resistances and be that big tanky threat as opposed to that extra damage. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's just trying to up his damage numbers from last week, be more than higher percent of damage.
Yeah,
but
he heard you talking about him. He's like, all right, I'll do better.
Yeah. So, but I think in this case he needs to be that big tanky front line, and Infernal's gonna be able to take that mid tower.
Air was slow to rotate there, and Tom Noms is nowhere to be found. And they were able to just send 3 people to mid and take the turret completely uncontested, and now they're just gonna rotate to bot lane, and it was
Timberland getting caught by the wall.
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit slow rotations there from Air to see that they were going for their mid lane tower.
A little bit of trading back and forth here in this bot lane. Sable popping his Righteous Glory, thinking he saw an opportunity, backing off. Shoemaker able to eat some of the spells there.
Yep. Anivia got a little bit of a
But
catch onto Bill Kitches there, but he's able to flash over the wall to get out. It looks like
yeah,
Danny Taco's looking for an engage, potentially. Oh, the Malphite comes in, knocking out 3 members. Danny Taco is going to go down. Braum Shield doesn't stop much. The ult is going to knock up 2 members, and they're very deep under the tower. They're able to take down the tower, though, so prevent more damage from coming out onto the team. Tom is going in. And Isaac might be able to get out of this one. Nope. Maybe. Can the auto attack come down? Yep. Ignite takes him down. And yeah, it looks like Infernal might be able to close this one out.
Giving Gulen some health. Shoemaker just trying to buy some time while Coolio's just wailing on these towers.
Yeah, and they're going straight for the Nexus now. It looks like there's not much to be done, and Infernal Drake is going to take down game 1 over Team Air Drake.
Taking that Baron and then just really just steamrolling through it, just like going. They went mid, took the tower, went bottom, took the tower, then started sieging there and just forced their fight. It looks like it could have been a good fight for Air, but just layering of the CC, Malphite, and Brand and Olaf going in was just too much for Air to be able to handle.
Yep.
It
definitely felt like there was a lot of situations near the end of that game where Air Drake was just kind of like some members of Air Drake were just kind of like not really on the same plane as the rest of the members, and they kind of got out-rotated a little bit and like weren't in the right place, and they just at the end of the day weren't able to peel off some of the high damage threats from Team Infernal.
Yeah. No, they weren't able to peel off some of the high damage threats. I think it was very hard for them to deal with the Olaf. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that as a ban. Just hard to lock down, kind of counters the Amumu ult. While the Olaf, again, didn't. Sable he's playing these early impact junglers that can really bully, but doesn't really tend to get in the face of the other jungler, but makes up for it in that kind of mid-late game fight. Yeah. So we'll see what Air Drake has to bring, and we're going to take it to break and be back. Coolio's Lucian.
Yep.
Um, I don't know. I don't know if they thought that the Olaf was something that was also an issue. I think that while it wasn't an issue so much in the early game, both junglers were able to kind of just casually farm up to 6, not really impacting the map a whole ton.
Hmm.
Once that Olaf did hit 6, he was just a terror across the map. Really hard to deal with, and even with the Anivia, which I was kind of hoping would slow him down, didn't really seem to be the case.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
and I
kind of
mean,
along the same lines of that, I guess, what do you want to see from Gulen and into this Bill matchup?
I mean, like I'm always a fan of Zanivia. Obviously, didn't look great there, but but I think
Is he nervous? Do you think he's nervous?
maybe the nerves are getting to him. I'm not sure.
He keeps on forgetting.
Yeah, he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to see. There's always stuff like Corky that he's very solid on. He could break out the Swain. You know there's a lot of options that he has available to him.
True. It's true.
Yeah,
But
he's been
on the
dabbling in
plus
a
side,
collie. I don't know how well it's been going, but
ooh, I love myself a good dabbler.
yeah,
But someone who does dabble in League of Legends, Tom Nom Nom popping off that game. This is Tom's glorious return. Well,
yeah,
they didn't get the W. The Bears looking good. He was looking really good up in the top lane.
yeah. Maybe those Garen bans are gonna have to start switching to Volibear bans.
Yeah.
Yeah. One other adjustment I might like to see is maybe putting Shoemaker on a little bit more of a playmaker support. I know that he's had a lot of success with stuff like Pike before. Just like something to like help him like work with making the plays, because he's definitely one of the better players on Team Air, and kind of leveraging that a little better might be a good thing.
Right. And I think that it was hard for Danny Taco. While Danny Taco did play better that game, making some good engages, the ult didn't feel nearly as impactful in that late game, because the Olaf was able to just like pop right out of it and continue doing the business, which is kind of makes the Mumu pick feel a little falls a little flat for me.
Yep. Yeah.
But maybe that's just a product of Olaf and not an issue with the Mumu.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
it looks like we're about.
I mean, like I feel like one of the biggest issues is that like yeah, like the Mumu was able to get these great engages and stuff, but I think Air just didn't have enough ways to follow it up, and they didn't have enough damage in their comp. But yeah, it looks like we might be getting a champs like soon, so we could stop theorizing and start
Yeah, stop dreaming. So
stop dreaming, start living.
Yep. All right. Speaking of dreaming, are we dreaming of seeing the Garen picks this time? Everyone.
We'll have to wait and see on that one, but
yeah, that's what, like, I went to bed last night and I was tossing and turning, just wondering whether or not we're gonna see Tom's Garen.
Yep, he had a million dreams, and one of them was definitely about Garen. So
yeah, a couple 100,000 of them were actually about Garen.
Yeah.
And the rest are kind of just like, the day to day.
Yep.
But yeah, so we're seeing the Gulen bans, Zoe and Malzahar taken away from him again. Looks like they're doing a bit of a run back on the bans. Seeing if we're gonna shake it up right here with this third ban.
Nope. Looks like they're gonna keep it as the same. Both teams are trusting the plans that they made.
Yep, Garen is not being unleashed this time around. I'm sorry to the people at home.
Yep.
All the crying babies, all
the Garen fans out there, not able to.
Please stick around. Don't leave the stream.
I guess you just have to tune in next week.
Yeah, we know that this is what you all came for, so hopefully we can provide something else aside from intelligent and impressive Garen gameplay.
Yeah, it looks like they're going straight for the Malphite again. I think like he didn't exactly win the laning phase with it, but he was definitely very impactful later on. And that's really all you can ask out of a top laner.
Sure. Toxic Vezin, one of the lower elo players on that squad, but still pulling his weight. He's being the rock in the top.
Oh, there it is. This is the high impact comfort champion that I want to see Icically on. Is the
All
Draven.
right, so yeah. So
And the Pike.
really,
They were
okay,
listening.
there they are. They're listening.
They knew. All
The
right.
cat, is this the cat? There's the caster curse, but is this the caster cure?
I think it
Or
might be. I don't know.
is this how you
exactly what I
cure
want to see.
a second air drake? The air drake was looking pretty sick, but we may have the caster cure for them.
Yeah. No, I've had the pleasure of playing with Shoemaker's Pike a couple times, and it's good. It's really good. So I'm really excited to watch it this game. It's always a treat.
Ooh, the Rek'Sai. I love me some Rek'Sai. I think Rek'Sai is actually a really strong champion right now.
Yeah. I don't remember the last time I saw anybody but you play him in my games, but you always make him look good. So
he's a good champion right now, I think. Provides a lot of utility, especially in kind of organized play, where you can really communicate your tremor sense and what you can see with it while you're burrowed. So
what does your elf eye see?
Yeah.
How do you find that Rek'Sai fits into as like an early game jungler?
So he's a good early game jungler. He is really good dueling. Like he is outdueled by some of the like big dick guys like Graves and Olaf, but he's in there. Like he can go bully some people. He can beat up on some tanks.
Okay.
And he has good jungle clear. So
cool.
If he can, and the thing is, if he does start snowballing, he can actually just kind of start wrecking the enemy jungle, just because he has the ability to track them so easily, and his ult now executes.
Yep.
But yeah, so also part of the caster cure is seeing some of the Zillion. So Zillion was a big pick for our team, Brambleback. I think that Zillion is ridiculously good.
Yep.
And this is another comfort pick.
When played correctly, it's very difficult to deal with. I know that Icically has mentioned in the past that he expects Zillion to be one of the contested picks this season for a lot of the teams.
I believe he said that while he was watching our game.
Yeah, he did. He was probably taking notes at the same time.
He was. And speaking of which, I wonder if we'll see maybe a Maokai pick.
Ooh.
If they were really taking notes,
if they're really taking notes, they would have gone with the Predator Maokai too.
Right. Yeah. That's the pro tip.
Yeah,
that one's on the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like we got a Gragas pick up. Yeah. Yeah. I guess Infernal knew what they were doing with their bans last time.
Yeah, they wanted the Gragas. I don't know if this is going on to Dainty Taco, or if this is going on to Tom, Nom Noms. Or is this going to Shoemaker? This Gragas, this man could be going anywhere.
Yeah.
So this is a mystery.
Gragas does it all. He slices, he dices.
Yep. And yeah, Infernal just picking all their own champions. They're ready to go. They don't need to do any swapping.
Yep.
The Zion Nami coming up. Nami providing a little more disengage, also a little more oppressiveness in lane.
Oh, we might have the Tom Nom Noms Teemo here.
Ooh.
Something that I'm always down
for. Yeah, if you take away the man's bear, he'll give you a mouse.
Yep. he'll raise you a mouse.
Yeah. We'll see if he can bring it to the rock as hard. Malphite is going to struggle in that matchup in the 1v1, but it's going to provide a lot more utility than the Volibear was.
Yep. Yeah, and it looks like you got the Tom Nom Nom special of the Flash Ghost as summoners.
Yep,
he also ran the last game. So maybe he'll keep it up. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Gragas, Dane Taco Gragas, I didn't know that this was in the champ pool. I mean, I didn't do my research well enough. But yeah, I'm excited to see if how this champion plays out, whether or not he likes the Predator, if he goes for the Predator on Gragas, because that is a very popular pick right now.
Yeah, and I know that he's been pretty excited about Predator in general recently. So
yeah, so if he's excited, I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I want to see someone get really excited about Predator. That's great. I think it's a really that's a really broken jungle rune.
Yep. It just gives you a lot of opportunities that other runes don't really give.
Right.
So yeah,
it does. But there's also there's a skill level with it because you have to. It is an active. It is not a passive.
Yep.
You actually have to think consciously about when you're buying your boots, when you want to use it, how early you have to pop it,
Yep.
yada yada. So we'll see if Danny Taco is practiced on this Predator rune.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because he is one of the primary engages right now, paired with that the Zillion for that extra speed boost. He's gonna be fast.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, like, Team Air's team comp here also just has like a lot of disengage as well.
Mm-hmm. Which is really good because I think that the Malphite is really their only big form of engage. They could use the Nami wave for engage or disengage on the side of Infernal. But aside from that rock, throwing a rock into the fight, they don't have a whole ton of great, like, big team fight engages,
Mm-hmm.
which may hurt them. But if they do snowball and get ahead, they're able to kind of like steamroll and like make picks. Then great, I think they'll be in really good shape. But if the game goes long enough, we'll see. I think that Zillion Draven is a pretty scary world to live in if you're Infernal.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, Coolio and Timberland have shown that they're able to deal with Icely and Shoemaker in the last game. So, yeah.
Can they continue to deal with them?
Yeah. Can they do it?
Can they continue it?
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, Draven obviously is traditionally a much harder to. It's a much more difficult champ to deal with. Just like in general, he's very strong right now, and
yes.
I know Icely's played a lot of him in the past. But yeah,
the man loves some Draven.
Yeah, the man loves some Draven.
And he's getting to play it today. The man loves some Draven. Tom Nom Noms is switched to Ignite on Teemo, so he's really going to take it to the rock.
Yep.
See if he can get that advantage.
I'm a big fan of the Ignite Teemo right now.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun.
Yep, that feels pretty good.
Yep. You got a lot of kills.
We've got like 30 seconds left on this timer. It's probably going to be more than that as we kind of wait on people to load into game. But we will take this as a small, brief opportunity to say our shameless plug. Like, follow, subscribe, all that jazz. You know.
Yep.
Do it or don't. But, like, we prefer if you did.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Yeah, and yeah, if you're looking for some stats after the game, check out recleague.com. You know, you'll be able to see who had the highest team damage. You know, lots of interesting stuff. Yeah.
Yep. See if I think Gulen's probably going to be falling in the rankings there on team damage percentage from that last game.
Yeah, he was leading after last week, so
Danny Taco might be climbing the ranks, clawing his way back up into the echelons of double-digit team damage.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But yeah, check it out. The game should be up tonight or tomorrow morning. So yeah, just keep an eye out for them.
Yep. And I'll upload VODs as I can. I meant to upload last week's VODs, but I have been busy.
Yep.
I don't have a very good excuse other than I was busy.
Yep.
So
yeah, you guys are all welcome to watch them on Twitch
until they expire.
Yep. And then check out our YouTube channel. So they'll be there.
Yep.
But yeah.
And with that,
we might be getting into game.
We might be getting into game. Ooh, Sable, man after my own heart. Yeah, he's playing the Predator Rek'Sai.
Oh, that is.
I think it's really good.
That's ambitious. I like that.
Out, that's what I really enjoyed it. I think it's really good. Yeah, Predator, just a really, really strong room. 2 Predators in the jungle. Pings coming out.
Yep, and it looks like Toxic Vezin has not bought anything yet. So.
Hopefully he will. Maybe he's just going to save his money.
Yep.
It's a lost lane against Tom Nom Noms, so he's like, I'm just going to save this gold for later.
Yeah.
He ends up buying some items, though.
He's saving up for a new pair of shoes.
But
Yeah,
being kind of cheeky.
we got a little bit of a sneaky error here, but they are walking right over a ward. That was a good proactive ward by Team Infernal there.
Yeah, that was really good. And they're just gonna walk away.
Yeah.
They're making their way downtown, walking fast.
Yeah. I wonder what they were expecting to see there, because like
what did their L5 see?
well, they all walked in, right, and they didn't see the ward, obviously, but they all walked in and they were like, all right, we got what we came for. Let's turn around. Let's head out. Like what were they what were they looking for?
They were, I guess they were maybe hoping that maybe like Coolio or Timberland would kind of go to face check that bush.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. So we're going to see a very standard start.
Yep.
Leashes are happening. People are going to lanes. People are going to start farming minions. We have ourselves a game
Bill
of
Kitchens
League of
has
Legends.
a bomb on his head.
The dude's crazy.
The dude's crazy.
Some people play differently than others.
Yeah, that just sounds dangerous.
Yeah. Don't try that one at home, kids.
That is not a good place for a bomb. But yeah. It's like Pyke is going for a hook.
Yep. Doesn't throw it.
Yep.
Man's fishing, but he hasn't caught anything yet.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, there's definitely some good fishing jokes because there's a Nami and a harpoon.
Ooh.
So keep that in mind for the mid late game when you're looking for some good puns.
Ooh, I'll definitely be working on thinking of some.
Yep. All right. the real important things.
Yeah. Looks like Scuttle Crab's gonna go over to Sable here, just like last game.
Yep. And Sable's got level 3 already.
Yeah, and he's walking down. Shoemaker's a little bit out of position here.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he now?
Looks like the flash knock up on Icicly.
Yep, and that's
gonna
huge.
get Icicly's flash as well. Yeah.
Oh man, that's a really good play by Sable. Like trading flashes with this Draven.
Yep.
Makes him second guess stepping up. He doesn't have a dash like he did before on that Lucian, able to dodge stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good gank by Sable. Successful gank, I would say.
Yep. Not as successful as it could have been, but it's still very, very nice,
Yeah, very nice. Gulen looking a lot more comfortable now. I think he's got his head in the game. He's got some CS now. He's not falling behind this time.
Yep. Gulen's looking comfortable, and Bill Kitchens got a bomb on his head. just like we drew it up.
Yep. Match me in heaven.
Yep. Yes. So like something interesting about this top lane matchup is that Teemo traditionally very good against kind of immobile like tanky champions that don't have a lot of mobility and like not a lot of sustain or anything. But Malphite's like one of the few who like actually is pretty reasonable into Teemo because he's got the shield off of his passive and he's able to just keep throwing those rocks at Teemo and kind of push him out like that. So
sure. And then also doesn't really rely on his auto attack so much, so the blind isn't as big. Ooh, Shoemaker getting a harpoon on a Timberland. Timberland flashing out of it.
Yeah, and it looks like the Ignite comes out onto Coolio, but it looks like they're not gonna try to follow that one up. Neither team's confident about keeping up with that trade.
But meanwhile, in top lane, Tom falling low to a gank. Danny Taco trying to trade back a little bit of damage, but he looks a little outnumbered, and Tom can't really help.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Danny Taco realizes that and goes straight for the safety of the tower.
But Sable's on the hunt.
Yeah.
Sable's waiting. He knows that Danny Taco is thinking that he's going to go for his Krugs.
Oh, and this
smites early.
This might be something. Yeah, he's got his sense, so he knows he's there.
Yep, Sable getting the
right
smite
over.
down.
Puts some damage on Danny Taco. Stops him from taking the Krubs. Takes some for himself.
Yeah.
Yep.
He says, "It's your jungle. That's my jungle."
Yep. Excuse me, I wasn't finished with those.
Yeah. Did you ask? But yeah, so really good play by Sable. Being a little more aggressive, which I like to see if he's going to be playing these early game junglers. But now we see the Predator boots coming out for the Gragas.
Yeah. both
This is his
both
time to
teams have
shine.
the Predator boots, so we're gonna get to see some fast Gragas's and some fast Rek'Sais.
The boots du jour, the boots of the day, I would say, are Predator. So,
Yes. Oh, and that's a
Ooh.
great hook coming out from Shoemaker.
yep.
Icically is throwing some axes.
Hands throwing axes. Coolio flashing out of that engage, though.
Yep.
So no flashes for either ADC here. Icically is going to have his up first.
Yep.
Really great play by Shoemaker.
Yep. And they're able to put a lot of good
Yeah.
damage onto the Team Infernal bot lane there. And we got some junglers hanging
Yep.
out in the area too. Rek'Sai
Oh.
tunnels over the wall, knocks up Shoemaker. Tries to get the but gets hit by a tower shot. Might be able to go down. Oh, and Danny Taco's here. Oh, misses the slow, but it looks like they're going to turn onto Timberland. Timberland gets knocked up, but Sable goes back in. Timberland gets out. Sable goes in.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
There we go.
That one goes
This is-
down,
Oh,
yeah.
my God. This Draven is a happy man.
And the brand is here. When did that happen? The brand is able to take down Draven.
Yeah.
But Bill Kitch is
Brand doesn't
walking away with a
teleport.
bomb on his head.
Yes. Looking like a fool.
Looking like a fool with a kill and a bomb on his head.
Oh man, but that is exactly what Draven needed.
Yeah.
That was a very prolonged exchange. It looked like Icically was going to be able to get the kill onto Sable off the bat there, but didn't quite have the speed up.
Yep.
And Danny Taco coming in, trying to slow him down. But yeah, at the end of all that, Draven cashing in.
Yeah.
He is now 500 gold above Coolio.
Yep. And the
Which
crowd is very
feels-
impressed. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know. I guess that feels a little underwhelming, but yeah, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. That's the crowd for you.
Yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yep. It looks like
Sometimes you get a
Sable
lot of gold,
is
sometimes you-
eyeing Gulen there, but Gulen just says nope, puts a bomb in his head, and Sable walks away. So.
Sable walks away.
Yep.
But Sable playing a totally different style this game. Really doing a lot of early ganks, having a big impact across the map, blowing flashes, getting kills, getting gold into his friends' pockets,
Yep.
putting some gold into his own.
Yep.
Good to see.
Little for my friends, little for me, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, Sable's like it actually felt like early in the last game, like Dainty Taco almost had more of an impact in a lot of the earlier levels, whereas this game, like Sable's kind of, you know, providing the impact
He's running
that
the
he
show.
didn't give early on last game. Yeah, it looks like we got a little bit of an engage. Icically gets stunned up by the Nami, taken down by the Zaya. Yeah, a little bit caught out there.
Yeah, not what you like to see from Icically if he wants to pull back this lane and be the big, impactful, scary Draven that the people need him to be.
Yeah, and Toxic
people
Peasant
being-
just roamed down to mid lane with his ult in mind, but Gulen able to play that a little bit safely, and Toxic Peasant just going to keep walking down to this dragon here. Looks like
Yep.
I don't think Air's going to be able to contest this.
He's looking to make an ult. He wants to make a play. He's
Oh,
all the way
geez,
down
yeah, Zaya's here too. Oh, they're thinking about it. But yeah, he's stunned up under tower. Takes a couple shots.
But they're going to use this pressure to try and take this tower. But Tom's getting some good pressure up in top and able to, as he's probably not going to. He's not going to beat them to first tower, but
Oh, and the flash knockup by Sable onto Shoemaker. Shoemaker able to slip right out of that one though.
very sneaky,
Yeah. But yeah, and while
super sneaky.
while Toxic Vezin is you know, trying to help his team, Tom Nom Nom's taking top tower here. He's putting a lot of damage
Yeah.
down onto it.
How? Yeah, Tom Nom is like, dude, don't mess with me. I've got rings for days. He's got 3 rings in his inventory.
Yep.
He's got some bling.
He's almost got a handful there.
Yeah. If he gets all 5,
Yep.
who knows? That's like Exodia.
Yeah, and it looks like they're actually
like
sending
they got
up they're sending up Brand to answer Tom Nom Noms here.
Probably a good call.
Yep. Yeah, the Malphite has definitely shown that he wants to, you know, be with the team and try to get some engages with that ult, which is still up. So, yeah, looks like the brand's just gonna clear that out. And yeah, they're Infernal sending their bot lane to top now.
Yeah.
Took that bot tower, switched it up.
Coolio already has Storm Razor finished, while Draven is sitting on that BF sword and Vamp Scepter. Indeed. The people want to know what you really think.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of damage from Coolio.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage, and it's you want to see Icicle doing that early damage. I mean, we'll see what happens when we get into this team fights where he has Zillion as backup, but a lot of the damage has to be coming from him. He has to be the man.
Yeah.
He has to be the man of this house. He has to pick up. I mean, we don't really fall into gender stereotypes here at the Rekt League. We're not all about that, but like in the traditional like nuclear family, he's got to be the man of the house.
Very nice.
Yeah, good save.
I'm sure we won't be getting an HR complaint about that one, so nicely done.
But yeah, kind of a lull here. People are pushing waves. People are fishing. Shoemakers, in particular, got that harpoon. Looking to get some vision, but he's walking over a ward in that Infernal has in their own jungle.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying. It looks like they're trying to catch out this this brand here. Oh, just misses the root on him. Gets the hook though, but Sable's here as the fun police. The Zillion ult able to bring Shoemaker back up, and it looks like they might be able to turn this one back around, but no, they're gonna back out of that one.
Able to get out, right? But
Malphite is hanging out on the sidelines. So
meanwhile, while that was happening, Tom goes down to Tim and Coolio.
Oh wow!
Up in top lane, a big kerfuffle that we seem to miss. But Shoemaker's here. He's trying to make the plays. He's going ever. He caught himself a fish.
Oh, he's going in.
But he's got nothing else.
Yep, and he's just gonna get taken down by Coolio. And that's not good. That's not good.
That's not what you like to see.
Yep. Toxic Vezin goes for the ult in on Gulen.
Yep. Knowing that his
walks
ult
out
is
with a bomb on
probably
his head.
Still down. Yep, looking like a fool.
Looking like a fool. Oh, and he gets another bomb.
Kobe.
Is that going to be able to do it? Yeah, there we go.
Swish. Nothing but net.
Nothing but
3
net.
points.
And yeah, that was nicely played by Gulen there to kind of recognize that Toxic Vezin had overextended there a little bit.
Toxic Vezin didn't have a bomb on his head, and then he probably used one.
And he probably needed one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a smart play by Gulen.
That is what we call a good supply and demand.
Yep.
He sees that there's a need in the population for something, and then he provides that service.
Yep. That's all you could really ask for. So.
My man Gulen, giving the people what they want, or what they need, and they don't know what they want. Yeah, so kind of a lull here. Got Tom Nolan's pushing some bot lane. Gulen's just kind of holding this mid lane, just throwing bombs, dealing damage.
Yeah, looks like the Gulen might be able to get this one.
It's gonna be close, but he's gonna come back with full health. And he's going for the flash.
Oh. Yeah, not quite.
No, he almost made it onto the highlight play. That would have been on the Instagram. He would have been famous for that one. But
too bad.
Yep.
Too bad.
Not today. So not gonna be a Instagram star today. But Sable definitely trying to make sure that he wants to be famous. He wants the kills, but Gulen's able to just walk away. Cool, calm, and collected. Air Drake is up.
Yeah, it looks
and
like
Dainty Taco has left the game.
Yeah,
He says I want none of this.
yeah. Erdrick
Give me
definitely
none of
having
this Erdrick.
some connection issues here, but
Yeah. No good. No good on that sense. In that end, we don't like that. We don't like connection issues.
no.
Directly does not support connection issues. Uh, so yeah, let's take a look at some of the gold here. Um, Tom a little bit ahead of this Malphite. Sable pretty grossly ahead of the Rek'Sai, or Sable is the Rek'Sai. Us ahead of Gragas. I mean, I guess not gross, but about a K up, a K point three.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, a handful.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Brand a little bit, a handful ahead of the Zillion. Um, Coolio up about a handsome amount, a handsome 700, which isn't what you like to see on a Draven. I mean, this Draven's ready to cash out any minute now. No, actually, no, he's not. He's got 16 stacks. He wanted to cash out a while ago, and I think he got shut down.
yeah,
So
yeah. That's
that's
alright.
not what you want to see.
But yeah, it looks like Draven has gotten a Storm Ares of his own though. So
Yeah.
that's definitely an item that is pretty good on Draven. You know, you're able to just toss out the first axe of the day and get a lot from it. So
The axe du jour.
axe du jour, yeah.
Yeah, and then support's just doing support stuff. They have some items. They do things. Nothing too insano. A redemption out for the Nami.
Yep. Redemption's great. But yeah, it looks like gotten on pause, so action will be resuming.
Yep, doing the good backslash wanna play Rekt League.
Yeah, and yeah, they're
And right off the bat, we're gonna see Gulen throwing bombs.
yep.
And we're gonna see a battle for this Air Drake.
Yeah, looks like there's a little bit of a positioning, and this might be a bad spot because they might get hit by a lot of damage from Brandolts there, but they know to turn around, back that one out,
Just back it up.
back it up, and yeah, it looks like Infernal is now gonna be turning this into a mid tower.
It looks like that is going to be the case.
Shoemaker looking a little caught out, knocked
Yeah,
up by the
hands on the
unstoppable
ground.
force, and he's gonna go down.
Looking like a fish out of water.
With a hook.
But that's also Nami. Danny Taco with a good ult to kind of zone them off the tower.
Oh, and that's a lot of damage onto Icically. Bill able to just put all the damage onto him, and Icically just gets taken down. Yeah. Little stun on a Toxic Vesm, but that's not going to do it.
Nope. That's a little too late.
Yep. They take one tower, they take two towers. And yeah. Gulen
Oh
goes
my
down
gosh.
too. Yeah, and
Yeah, not respecting the damage. Everyone's kind of falling one by one.
yeah, and 17 minutes into this
Right
game,
now.
Team Infernal is looking great.
Yeah, Team Infernal's looking really strong, really clean, coordinated on what they want to do. Scary.
Yeah.
A force in the Rekt League.
Force to be reckoned with.
Um,
Yeah, it was like Tom was
yeah,
clearing out
we
some
have-
top wave there. But yeah, they're taking this Rift Herald. Yeah, they're going to be able to put even more pressure on these towers than they've already been putting down. So this Rift Herald's probably going to be going for some inhibitor towers.
yeah, picking this up is just going to escalate things even further. It's going to be really hard for Air to kind of make the pick that they need. And I think a lot of that's going to really fall onto either Shoemaker or Dainty Taco to make the pick, isolate the targets that they want to kill
Yeah.
to get that kind of advantage. Because otherwise, I think that Infernal's just going to be able to like continue to snowball and make like Nunu and roll the snowball into the base.
Sounds like a good thing to do. And Timberland
Yeah.
walking up a little bit there. Blue buff's going to go over to Brand.
If the man wants a blue buff, he gets a blue buff.
Yeah.
He's going to stand in this bush. Danny Taco's going to try clearing out that ward, but Brand's going to scare him off. I don't blame him. The Brand's kind of scary, looking pretty dominant with that 4-1.
Yeah, and it definitely feels like pretty much all the members of Team Infernal Drake have just been playing really well.
Yep, not a lot of people getting caught out. People playing safe, which is what you like to see. Committing to the calls.
Yep.
And yeah, it seems that a lot of pressure was thrown down into the bot lane against the Draven, and it succeeded. They're able to get Coolio ahead out of the laning phase against the Draven, ahead of him, which is hard to do. So props to them.
Yeah, they played the laning phase really well, and they're definitely working with that advantage, and they know what they've shown they know what to do with it. So
right, absolutely. But this game is far from over.
Yeah,
we have Tom coming on in.
Sable potentially getting caught out, but the Nami wave's going to come through. And Coolio GG is in the middle of quite a few members. Coolio GG is going to go down. Oh, and that is a lot of damage. Oh, and this is
running him down.
That is exactly what Air Drake needed. Oh, Tom flashing the stun, and he's going to be able to survive that one. But yeah, there's it looks like it's just Bill with a lot of members of Team Air gunning for him. Basically, he's going to throw some axes.
Is this what you might call a comeback? Let's go.
I don't know if I'd call it that yet, but yeah. Oh, yeah, Icicly's going to go down to the tower, but yeah, that was exactly the fight that Air Drake needed to come back into this.
Yeah, I mean, they're still playing at a pretty big deficit, still about 4K behind. But, like, every little bit helps. And they're starting to start picking up some of the standing gold, this tower, and then they can start really pushing for some of the objective vision around Baron so that they can maybe get themselves in a spot where they can make some more plays like that.
Yeah,
because that was phenomenal.
Yeah,
great play by Gulen. Gulen nailing all of those bombs in that fight when it mattered, and Shoemaker kind of engaging that and stunning up Coolio GG to start that off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like one of the biggest things about a fight like that is it kind of just like shows your team that you know that there is still hope.
You're down, but you're not out.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like it's amazing, like the wonders that does for team morale and just like overall momentum of the game is winning a big fight like that and then just being like, hey, you know, we still have the capability to win these fights. You know, there is a hope there. So
miracles happen every single day. Why not now?
Yeah, why not now?
But yeah, with that, bottom tower is going to be sieged pretty hard with the Rift Herald.
Yep, and it looks like it's not going to be able to take it out fully because there's a lot of members of Team Air there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and unopposed Rift Herald is able to take out a lot of towers, pretty much all by itself. But
an opposed one, not so many.
Not so much. Yeah, Shoemaker looking a little caught out here. But he might be able to.
But is he gonna live?
Sneak out of. Oh, and the comet comes back in.
The comet, the last minute took of the comet.
Yeah,
you're gonna feel bad about that one, but Danny Taco,
he's making the play. Dravenel's gonna come through. Not quite able to take down Coolio. Redemption's gonna get these guys healed up for this this dragon here.
Danny Taco's gonna feel bad about that one. He had the play. He had the ult there. But he pressed the ult on himself, didn't quite get the impact that he wanted.
Yep. Perhaps got a little too excited. I know I've been there. But yeah, it looks like Icicly getting caught out, trying to contest that blue buff when there's only 3 members of Team Air in the area. And yeah, he's gonna get caught out.
Even
the down.
Yeah, even the Zillion not enough to kind of help him survive that.
Yeah, Talon was putting some big damage on a Toxic.
Tom Nom Nom
goes down.
trying to put the team on his back.
Yep. And Danny Taco's here. Everybody's trying to take down Coolio. Can they do it? Oh, and Coolio is just
going in.
He just keeps going. He takes down 1. He takes down 2. He takes down 3. And that is an ace for.
There's no one left to take down. He can't take down anymore, but I'm sure he'd love to take down more if there were.
I guess these minions will have to do.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was a long exchange, and towards the end of that, on Air Drake's side, kind of a lack of communication. It seemed like it was getting kind of sloppy. People
Yep.
running in one at a time, someone trying to two at a time, one at a time.
Yep.
Just kind of giving some money, some free money over to Infernal there.
Yeah, it seemed like they saw that Infernal was going for that blue buff, and they thought they could contest it.
I mean, at a certain point, like, it's a single blue buff. You kind of gotta let it go sometimes, like Elsa says in the song "Let It Go."
Yep.
She gives some really good advice to League of Legends players.
Yes, yeah, some advice about blue buffs.
Yep, and life.
Yep,
some good life advice.
You know.
So people back up. We're gonna be looking for Baron.
Yep. That
is
definitely the next thing that's going to be on both teams' minds.
Yeah, and this is going to be really the defining fight, I think, if we get one. Infernal Drake has control of 3 dragons. They've got the gold advantage. They have the vision control.
Yep.
But as we said before, miracles happen every single day. Yep. Why not now?
Yeah. It definitely is going to be a little bit tougher because Air Drake does not have a teleport here, because Tom went with that ignite. So normally, you'd be able to have him in a side lane and still be able to respond to this, but not anymore. It looks like he's going to be getting caught up a little bit by Bill Kitches here.
Ooh.
Zillion comes down. It's not going to get Tom back up though. And yeah, while all this is going on, it looks like they're still working on that Baron. It's getting really low. Yep, they're able to take out the Baron. The steal attempt by Dainty Taco, not quite enough.
No, just trying to toss
going back in though.
There. Yeah, they want more.
Oh, Malphite knocks up Icically. But yeah, looks like they might be able to kite this one back. Infernal's a little bit split here. Malphite's gonna go down.
You gotta beware of Coolio.
Yeah.
Watch out for Coolio. That man is 717. That dude's got money in the bank.
Yeah, that is a scary scary Xayah.
It is not the dude you want to be tussling with.
And Tom Nom Noms, though. It's a scary Tom Nom Noms, but not scary enough.
No, not scary enough. You take away the man's Garen, what do you expect?
Yeah.
You've taken away his claws. You took away the bear. You took away the Garen.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna be pushing for this mid tower here with the Baron buff.
Right, but this is oh, Danny Taco going in, burning Coolio's ult, but not having enough damage to be able to finish that off.
Oh, yeah, and it looks like he is gonna get taken down though by the Draven.
Draven catching up in gold, getting the shutdown, getting 800 just off of Coolio, and then popping his passive.
Nice.
He's gonna be
that's
pretty
a start.
happy about that one. Maybe he'll finish yet his level 2 boots, but who knows? He's running around with some really basic footwear.
That is a good point, yeah. Yeah, looks like they're trying to get a catch onto Bill here. Oh, and the Zonia is able to take out that auto attack and take out the bomb. And Bill's actually able to walk out of that one.
Really,
wow.
Yeah, great job by Bill, able to Zonia's that, and then Sable able to just get the execute and the ult onto Icically, taking him down, taking down the threat.
Yep. Yeah.
Taking away some of the teeth.
Yeah, it was probably a little greedy by Icically to step up that far to get the auto attack because he was already going to go down to the bomb, but
yeah,
and then Bill was able to use the Zonias to stop both.
All right, but we're here.
Yeah,
they're still going.
Here. Yeah,
we're here. No Nexus has fallen today.
Well, one has, but not a second.
One Nexus, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. We have more Nexuses to have fall.
Yep.
And we still don't know which side of the map the Nexus is going to fall on. With that, how does this Air Drake take down their Nexus? What do they got to do? What are the steps? Map it out for me.
Yeah, so a big one is being able to catch out Coolio in some kind of situation. You know, it's a lot tougher when he's on the Zaya, but that's got to happen at some point. And so like, there have been a lot of fights that that Air's shown a lot of promise in when Toxic also like goes a little too far forward and ults like away from his team. So maybe if they can kind of work something like that, you know, like a missed Malphite ult or something where he's caught out, they might be able to take him down. And they might be able to use that to win a fight, but yeah, it's going to require some specific situations to make that happen.
Sure. Basically, trying to secure the Air Drake for his team.
Yep.
Doesn't quite make it.
Timed it right, but Sable's Smite does not lie.
Nope. Junglers carry Smite for a reason.
Yeah.
But the base is still not cracked for Air Drake. They still have their towers. They're still going at it. I think the Ghoul Wave Clear is just really good at deterring some of these sieges.
Yep.
Basically, I mean, on the Draven, not really the strongest anti-siege ADC that you have, but Ghoulin on Zillion is able to kind of stop a lot of this aggression.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can just stall this out more and let people hit their item breakpoints and get the fight that they want, they could bring it back, but they just got to make sure that no one gets caught.
Yeah.
Don't get caught with your pants on the ground. Pick up your pants, guys.
And they don't get caught.
And don't get caught. Yeah, don't get caught once you get your pants. Have your pants, and don't get caught.
And then still don't get caught. Yeah.
So there you go.
But yeah, it looks like Infernal's looking to siege his tower here.
Oh,
a little bit of a hook onto Coolio. Malphite ult's gonna come in though. Draven's gonna go down. Yeah, this is not looking good for Air Drake here.
Oh my gosh, Icically just absolutely destroyed. And Zillion will have to go into the Gragas. Gragas then falling. This might spell the end of Week 2 Air Drake. All right.
Yeah.
But Infernal's gonna take it slow. They're gonna wait for their minions.
Yep. But it looks like they're looking to end the game here. Yep.
Yeah, with this,
they get the catch on the Ghoulin.
Icically is up, but he has no one but Shoemaker's off on the side.
Doesn't really have the support.
He's gonna try and do his thing. Tom Nom Nom takes down Toxic Vezin.
Do it. Yeah, and this is.
Do you believe in miracles?
Yeah, and the Pyke is still just chilling around the back here. Oh, he goes in, gets the kill onto Brand. He might be able to do another one onto Coolio.
Down.
Oh, and this Pyke.
Shoemaker's going in, trying to do all the damage.
He was hanging around at the back of that fight for like a solid minute.
Oh my god!
and
they
he sees his opportunity and he goes in.
That was their one chance, their one opportunity. Shoemaker flashes the mastery. Oh.
Yeah,
Man.
And Shoemaker after a pretty like not impactful game, he says, "Hey, you know, we're not losing here. We ain't done."
Oh my gosh, this is what
and
I
the
like
Baron
to
comes
see.
up.
I feel alive. I don't know about you. This is
Yeah, there's still two members down in Team Infernal. You think they're gonna make an attempt on this Baron?
I think absolutely. I think they have to make some kind of an attempt. They just got to go for it.
Yep.
Nike, just do it.
Yep.
And you know what? Icically says, "You've taken my blue buff so many times.
I'm taking it
back. We take yours."
Yeah, it looks like they decided that the Baron play is a little bit too risky. Yeah, it was definitely one of those things where it was very close, and when you hesitate, the worst thing you can do there is hesitate for a little bit and then go for it.
Right.
And so they clearly saw that at a certain point it was too late, and you know they just backed off of it, and they're gonna try to, you know, make a play.
This is probably the fight. This feels like the fight. After this.
Oh, and the steal comes out from Ghoulin.
Ghoulin getting the steal.
Getting a kill. Oh, we got the stun.
And they're disengaging this. They need to run away. Tom Nom Nom's gonna fall, but the boys need to run. Get out of there. Take the Baron and run.
Yeah. They, they might be able to use this Baron buff to maybe prevent some of the minions from, or at least make it harder for Infernal to just clear out all these waves. But it's
Oh
it's a
man.
tool that they have, but it might be enough.
It could be enough, but yeah. If you give them more tools, they can do more things.
Yep. But yeah, and it looks like Infernal's not looking to end the game here, so that's a start.
A
Bill's
nice
a little
catch
caught
on the
out.
Bill.
He's going to get taken out by the bomb.
Do you believe in miracles? Because I think we're about to witness one. This is it.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Oh man, this is great.
Yeah.
This is what I live for. The good old League of Legends comeback. And this
Yeah.
game is still a game. We're going.
Yeah.
At a certain point, the gold's not going to matter. If the game goes long enough, if people farm up enough, people will scale, everyone will be at a certain level, and they'll just kind of like, they'll just duke it out.
Yeah, and
They'll
then
whip it
everybody
out
will
and
be
see
even.
who's... Yeah. Get to see who's got the inches.
Yep. And like every one of these fights that that Airdrake's able to kind of draw out like this, and kind of prevent Infernal from taking too much. You know, that's one step closer to that end game.
It is. But they have a big mountain to climb in order to get there.
Yep.
Elder Drake's up. They need to try and contest this because Infernal's got 4 Drakes, which is going to amplify the buff that they would get from this by a silly amount.
Yep.
And really might just put this, any fight that they take, really far out of reach.
Yeah, and Airdrake has 2 inhibitors down here, so if they're gonna do something here, they got to do it fast because at some point those minions are they're gonna need to answer those.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks like we're having a little bit of a fight coming out. The Malphite comes through. He's gonna take down Icically, and yeah, this is. It looked like the fight, but this might be the fight for Infernal instead.
I honestly really think that Infernal or Airdrake needed to let Infernal start this objective and then engage on them. It's a tough situation to be in. You feel pressured. You have minions coming into your base. You feel like you got to make a move.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's like Tom Nom Nom's trying to take down Bill. Throws down the mushroom.
He's
For
not
a
gonna
little
be
bit of
able to.
damage on the way out, but yeah, he's gonna go down.
Yep, give him a little friendly reminder.
Yeah.
The Tom is a force to be reckoned with.
Yep. Just something to remember him by.
Yep, a little knick-knack, if you will.
But
And they're
yeah,
railing
looks
away
like,
on the Nexus.
looks like they're going for the Nexus here. Oh, just hit the Nexus. All right, there we go.
Oh.
Yeah, and it looks like yeah, that's a 2-0 from Team Infernal there over Team Airdrake.
Yeah, able to take that one. We saw a really desperate comeback there. An air that was starting to be mounted. Unfortunately, not quite enough to be able to finish it off and go all the way.
Yeah.
But some really good play all around. Infernal coming out looking really strong, looking really clean. Going into the future weeks, just some really good games.
Yeah. So yeah, is there anybody you wanna talk to from those games?
There are, yes.
Yeah, I would love to meet some of the members of Team Infernal if they're around.
Yeah. If we can get like Coolio, if we can get Coolio, or I don't know who we talked to last week. I don't know if I stuck around for interviews. So, yeah, let's talk to Coolio if we can get the man.
Sure.
But yeah, good games. Airdrake trying to make the play. Tom Nom Nom leading the team in damage. Tom's triumphant return to the Rekt League was today. We all love Tom, so it's good to see him back on the Rift. Too bad that the team couldn't walk away with a win. But Infernal, looking real strong. Lots of damage all around. right now we're trying to get people to interview. So
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, we're working on
yeah,
it.
we're just working on seeing who's around after the game and who'd be interested in telling us their thoughts going into the
All
game.
right. I see from in chat that Coolio will talk.
Ooh.
We get to talk to the man himself.
All right. So you just pull
All
him in.
right. Sure. He talks as says him and Coolio, but does he get to decide that? I don't know if I like.
Yeah, let's bring them both in. Let's bring them both in.
Oh, okay. I just don't like to be dictated. Dictate what you. I'll pull in Coolio.
Okay.
All right. There's Coolio.
And
There's Toxic.
What's up? What's up?
Hey,
Hey,
how's it
guys,
going, guys?
how's it
Going, guys. Going good. Sorry, I was on the phone earlier.
That's fine. Good games. Congratulations. Coming away with another 2-0.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Coolio, to you first. Tell me, I guess, like about some of the prep that you did for this week and the lane of Icically and Shoemaker. What it's like kind of laning against them.
Yeah. So for this week, we played Lucian last week, and I figured it'd get banned out, so I wanted to play Kai'Sa. So I tried to spam Kai'Sa with Tim practicing it, and then Kai'Sa got banned game 1. So I just played Xayah, and that worked out pretty well. And we just did the second game as well.
Nice.
I think their bottom lane was we were the most worried about their bottom because they like have I think it's like a diamond support or something like a platinum AD carry. But so it was a fun lane for sure. But
Nice. But you came away with the big win, so obviously not scary enough.
yeah, I feel like the first game we played the waves really good. Like I was able to get pretty far ahead on the CS because we'd push it in and then it would just push back to us. But,
yeah.
And
it definitely felt like moving into some of the later game fights and stuff. You guys definitely felt a little bit more coordinated than Team Air in some of the later macro.
Yeah, I feel like we give that to Austin. Austin's been really good at shot calling. Like all the Baron calls, that's been him.
There's a lot of communication. There's a lot of communication.
Nice.
Nice. So Toxic, this is your debut in season 3. You're playing top lane now.
Nope. Yeah, that's so. Yeah.
Yeah, you're playing. You didn't play last week. So you're playing top lane now. What's your role in this kind of communication, and how is it going against the man, the myth, the legend, Tom?
Well, to be honest, we all know he's a Garen Amazo, so that was kind of taken away. But he also took away my Renekton, so I felt like we were kind of even on that.
Yeah, I've had a little experience with your Renekton myself, and
that is true. That is
yeah,
true.
It's something to be scared of. So
yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, honestly, we're gonna try to rally around Coolio bot. So whatever I could do top to keep things kind of level was the best. We chose Malphite because obviously he can help out with team fights later on, so can Show.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew that kind of stopping peeling for Coolio, but also disrupting things would be the best for our team's success.
Cool.
And I think you did it, yeah. And like you clearly did that. You're able to kind of make some like really big picks while the lane phase was a bit rough.
Yeah, honestly, that last game, our pick order, like I said, communication was great normally, but our pick order was god awful that one. The last thing I ever want to do is first pick top, especially not
a Malphite.
especially not a Malphite. And I was like, either they're gonna pick Quinn into me or like Teemo, and I'm just gonna cry.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. I cried, but I got over it. I'm a big boy.
Yep.
Yeah, you got tissue. That's what tissues are for.
Yep.
Yeah. But the fact that I didn't go 10-0 this game is great, considering it was a Malphite into a Teemo. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to shout out Chris, my brother Bill Kitches too, because I feel like he did pretty solid both games.
Absolutely.
That was really cool to see.
Oh
Very
yeah,
much so.
Yeah, he was playing like a monster on the brand both games. He was I mean, Gulen, one of the stronger mid laners in the league. Was able to take out kind of the Nivea. I guess, what was your thought in the draft when you kind of saw what was that? I think it was Zillion, Draven, and Pike kind of like right off the rip.
Dude, our draft is terrible. Like, we have no idea what we're doing most of the time. We just kind of pick champions.
Literally just everyone shouting out everything.
Yeah, it's kind of messy.
We did think it was going to be challenging, especially for Draven.
Yeah. Yeah, that's such a crazy like bot lane, the Draven Pike. I feel like I was trying to play really safe early on.
It's scary.
Yeah.
Really scary.
Yeah, and I think it all kind of turned around with, I guess, the gank and the counter gank and the kind of kerfuffle that happened, I think, around like 10 minutes, which gave, I think, basically 2 kills, but then also killed him, but also gave you, I think, access to the wave and put you further ahead in CS.
Yeah, and I think we killed them in like the tribush or something, like when they were trying to clear a ward, and that
Yep.
kind of put us ahead as well.
Nice.
That was kind of my objective in team fights, to try to get him and Draven in my ult. Just to kind of get rid of it.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yep. It
It
worked
definitely
very well.
worked.
I'll take that. Yeah, that's my one contribution to the team. You know,
Good job, Max. Good
the
job.
R button.
Cool, guys.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
congratulations, GG.
Yep.
Happy Sunday. You guys can
Thank you.
now go kick it and relax and enjoy your win.
Yeah,
Off the
watch the
pressure.
rest of these games.
And just both of you know that Team Brambleback's coming for you, so don't get too comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
All right.
We'll see you next
Talk to you
week.
later, guys.
All right, see you
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Yeah.
And get them out of there. All right. Well, they seem like nice gentlemen.
Yeah.
And yeah, with that, looks like 2-0 for Infernal, and we got some more games.
Yep, they got more games ahead. So with that, stay tuned, and we are out.
Yep. See you later, guys. Tune in and keep tuning in, and yeah, more games. Let's go.
All right.